right? Like, we are really big on, well, you can't have that right now. I don't like using the no as in there's a firm, hard
never
line.
Again.
Yes, I don't like that. I like the no as in not right now. And so, which then can lead to discussions, okay, so when would be a good time? And so he's starting to pick up, because that's how I talk with the others, that this is an option. I'm allowed to bargain for stuff. And my daughter's even getting really good about it, to where she's like, hey, I know it's not okay right at this moment. She goes, but like, could I go do this with so-and-so at this time? And I'm like, absolutely. I think that's a fantastic idea. So they have their own solutions to their own. They don't know that they're going to get a no, but maybe then they have backups.
Which prevents
temper tantrums. Yeah, even the 13-year-old can have a temper tantrum.
I've seen it.
Like, kids do it, right? Let's be honest. Adults have temper tantrums. I've had them.
Oh my goodness, I've seen that a million times.
Had them in a long time, but, we have them too, so it's okay. We're not saying they shouldn't ever happen. There's just ways to deal with them. Sometimes we do quiet room, like if you can't calm them and they're at home and they're just uncalmable, I do quiet time in their bedroom. Like, I'm like, hey, why don't you go sit quietly or play quietly? I really don't care at that point, right? I just don't want them screaming at me or in my space, because I've done all I can do. I've tried talking to him. It's obviously not working. And so when he was smaller, I'd just pick him up and be like, okay, buddy, we're going to go have quiet time in our room. You leave the door open. We're not locking them in a room, right? We're setting them down on the floor or on their bed and being like, hey, so when you're done, you can come see me and we can talk, right? Because we're not going to cry and scream in the living room. You can cry and scream in your bedroom. And that way they have their own safe zone, right? It's his room. He can cry and scream in his room. I don't care.
I've done this a lot too. And my nephews came over, and I have 2 nephews. One of them is, I guess 8, and the other one is 10 now. And they were over a couple months ago, and one of them was having a lot of trouble with playing with the 4-year-old. But the 4-year-old idolizes him. So he wants to be right up against him doing everything. And this is when the whole lying thing started, because he cheated at a game. The 4-year-old did, and I talked to the 8-year-old and said, hey, he might not understand the concept of cheating. Mm-hmm. And the 8-year-old totally can talk fine, right? So if it's a 2 or 3-year-old, no, they might not be able to understand that full conversation, but he was having so much trouble and having a full-on meltdown about the 4-year-old cheating. Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, it sounds like you need some space. And he says, yes. I said, okay, how about we take a break, and I'll set you up in his room, the 4-year-old's room, and I will talk to the 4-year-old and tell him, hey, we're going to give the 8-year-old some time to himself. Mm-hmm. And so I do that, and then immediately I go to the 4-year-old, because I knew the 4-year-old was going to go in there. So I take him in the living room. I said, okay, this is what's happening. But I used all the words I wanted to use, because if they don't understand all the words, that's fine. They can start using context clues and start figuring out what you're saying without knowing every single word you're saying. Yes. So you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you don't have to baby it for them.
I've never had to worry about that. And so I was talking to him about respecting his cousin and saying, hey, I'm not going to go in there for 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And because he needs time. And he went to both of my parents and told them all about the 8-year-old needing space, and that just don't go in there right now, but it's okay in a minute. We just have to give him 10 minutes of alone time. And that's I was so sweet. It was cute. But, you can do that with groups of kids too, but making sure that you're trying to respect the time you're giving one of them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because sometimes it's overstimulation. Like, there's just too much. And they just need that quiet time to kind of and reset. Peace out. Yeah. Kidshealth.org had an article called Temper Tantrums. Surprise. And they said...
I'm playing with the limp cheese again.
Here you are. I need some more wine.
Jiggles.
I need more wine. Speaking of, hold on. Then I'm going to tell you about this article. So, kidshealth.org. You can just go there and you can search this article called Temper Tantrums. Boop. That's a heavy pour. They say give plenty of positive attention, right? Because you don't want to draw attention to the negative behaviors that you want your kids to avoid. Because if you give them the attention, then they're going to try to do it again because they got attention, whether negative or positive, again. Try to give toddlers some control over the little things. So it can be picking out their shirt. I don't know, that works. We have had less temper tantrums over picking out of clothes because we're like, fine, pick out your own clothes. Go pick out your shirt. Come with me to pick out your clothes.
Yeah.
Then you can have a say in it, right? Like, give them the chance to have a say in stuff.
And you don't
always
have
just
to
give
give
the
them
decision.
50 options in the closet. You can hold up to and say,
like, pick one.
Pick one.
Mm-hmm. And that helps. Distraction. You know, like you said, the asking of a question to kind of make them go, what? And it throws them off, and so then they come back and they're like, wait, why was I mad? That's a good one. Keep off-limit objects out of sight and out of reach. You don't want them touching it and having to get onto them for stuff they can't have. Just put it away.
That's a big one for older kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, no, that one object is special to me, and I don't want little brother or sister touching it.
That's our biggest fight in our house is over stupid stuff like that. Like, I'm always
then keep it away from the little
then
one.
put it up. She was, like, upset the other day. She's like, he has that, and that was mine. And I said, he's now had it for 3 years. He's 4. Like, if you don't want him to have it, then take it and put it away. Like, why are you leaving it where he can come get it at his leisure, right? Don't do that. Consider the request carefully when your child wants something. So, again, that's that hard no, just not a no. Maybe, well, not right this second. Or, ooh, let's do this first, and then we can come back to this.
Or talk out why we're not doing it.
Mm-hmm. And then you should know your kids' limits, right? The nap time, the lunch time, snacks, like, when your kid needs to eat and stuff, and so, or sleep. So pay attention to those limits, because those are going to just as easily put them over the top. So I've been snacking on the cheese and bread and wine again, and I still really like this wine.
I do too. I keep drinking it. I think that 5% is because it'll sneak up on you.
I don't know.
If you just keep drinking
I imagine you could probably drink the whole bottle before you got tipsy. It's just so low alcohol content. Like, I can't taste alcohol. Like, I was trying. I was like, it's a very light pineapple flavor. And then you get the smell of the chili, but I'm not really tasting a whole lot of chili. And I feel like
that might be because we eat spicy food all the time, too.
That's a possibility. I do like my spicy
food.
But
if you make it bubble and you take a big old whiff, just know your sinuses are going to fill those chilies.
Yeah, it smells like chili, but it is not. It's not hot. I'm very impressed.
So hot right now.
It's so hot. So actually, my husband picked up this wine with a buddy of ours. And he was like, hey, look what I found for your podcast. He goes, you said you needed different wines. And I was like, I do. And he goes, try this. And I was like, oh.
He provided for you, and he felt so big and strong in that moment.
He did. He was very proud of himself. He's still bragging about it. He's like, I picked the next wine for the episode. And I'm like, yes, you did, honey. And he goes, you like it? And I was like, I don't know. I've never had it. How do I know?
We didn't open it yet.
We don't know. He's like, you're going to like it. And I was like, you don't know. I might hate it. Actually, I was really worried about it being spicy. I did everything I could think of to prepare for it being spicy. And I'm almost disappointed that it's not. Like, we went through so much work. I got soft cheese. I got bread.
I was like, oh, do we need milk?
Yeah, it was a discussion. Do we bring milk into the tasting room? Which would be weird.
I mean, I love milk. I drink it all.
I drink it. I love it as a snack. But I was thinking drinking wine and milk does not sound pleasant. I'm like, no, I don't think
that's probably how you turn it in your stomach.
Whoa. Now I'm going to think about that. I like this cheese, though. I got it at Kroger, in case you're wondering, in their deli section.
You like the Krogers.
I do love Kroger's. I actually thought about going to H-E-B, and then I changed my mind and was like, nah, I'm just going to go to Kroger. I know where everything is there already. I don't shop at H-E-B like I do at Kroger. So, I'm just a creature of habit. So
that's definitely not a lie.
It's the same thing every day, all day. This makes me happy. Sorry. So I guess it's going to wrap up today's episode. We hope you enjoyed the wine and motherhood adventure. Thank you for tuning in and turning up with us. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Mom's Guide to Wine. That's the number 2. Be sure to leave us a love note, episode suggestion, or just say hi.
Or, why is my toddler mad today?
We would love those. You can totally spam us with all of those. This is Eliza.
This is Rosie.
And we'll be spilling with you soon.